I have to.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so very much for joining us yet again. Today's episode is The Mayfair Witches, Curiouser and Curiouser. This is episode 4. Oh, yeah. Can you start us off by talking about today's title?
Curiouser and curiouser. I am so
Hmm.
curious to see when I am going to get some excitement out of this show. But within the realm of episode 4, Curiouser and Curiouser, Rowan is exploring her witchiness a little bit. She's trying to read into the minds of I want to believe it's an insect or something. She's also digging into who she is as a Mayfair. She's digging into who she is as a Mayfair.
I just want to say something. When when it came to interview, everybody was prepared. Everybody knew everything. This little part at 15 minutes 36 seconds, this this happened on this one. It's just like whatever. You know, normally we talk about what it is that we want to talk about, and couldn't nobody say that. Nobody knows what to talk about because it's just
Lackluster.
It is. It's
Get
not
out of my
giving.
room.
I feel like
Um.
we're missing a few lovers of the show, though.
That
So
love Lifetime.
what do you mean when you say that, Brittany? What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean by that. That desperate white woman that is being chased. She has an awful boyfriend who done abused her. Oh my gosh, I'm such a victim. And now she's having to come back and survive from it. And
yeah,
she's just this amazing rich person after go. So now you're poor. You done came from a poor life. You done had an awful life, and all of a sudden you have a bad boyfriend that emotionally abuses you and calls you stupid or fat or whatever. And then all of a sudden you're like a bajillionaire now, and you like have this wealthy husband. You ugly as shit, but you got a wealthy husband who takes care of you, like a Lifetime movie.
Listen, but she was adopted.
Y'all know
so
Tori
Oh,
Spelling is not cute, and Tori Spelling is in every Lifetime movie, just surviving. I can't stand that
don't
bitch.
do Tori. Don't do
you
Tori.
said
She's
She
not
ain't cute.
cute. She look just like her ugly ass daddy.
Oh God.
that
Oh
blonde chick
God.
Yes,
Yes. From
with the
90210.
nose.
she got a
Yeah.
strong face.
She got a strong face.
I just is she a Jew?
It's it's perfectly
No,
okay. It's
I
perfectly
thought she
okay
was a
that
Jew.
Tori is handsome. Don't do that.
She is handsome.
you know what? I don't know what her
She handsome like
religious
her daddy.
beliefs are, but she
Don't
is
call me
very.
handsome. I'm gonna cuss y'all out. Just know that.
I
Like,
can't stand Tori
like,
Spelling. That's an ugly
mom,
white woman.
say your mammy. Say
Well,
your
who can
granny.
tell us what this episode was about? Can somebody tell us what this
Being
episode, Curiouser and
curiouser and
Curiouser?
curiouser about when this episode is gonna get good.
So
Yeah.
I think that it's just really about how Rowan is constantly trying to discover who she is, and it winds her up with the necklace.
Oh yeah.
That has to be what curiouser and curiouser means
But
because she just keeps traveling down that rabbit hole no matter what the hell she's told by Cyprian. And
And he told her don't go into that house without him.
she told him she was going back to his place. So
And then she ends up
She
where?
ended up in the house.
just like
I'm
one of them
I'm
hard headed, raggedy ass, bald head stepchildren, you know? You can't
I'm
tell them
glad
nothing.
that you brought up that necklace because I feel like because the necklace or talisman or what have you is such a major part of the show, of the books, of the witches, what have you. I feel like once she put it on, like that scene was so bland, and
You feel like
in
Yes.
that
something
moment,
happened.
huh?
You feel like something should have happened.
Yeah, I feel
Or,
like it
or
was just
whoosh or
yeah.
something.
I mean, you could have had a gnome pop
Carlotta
out of
just
your hoo ha,
spinning in there.
something, but
Or she sees the house differently, or she I don't know, like she rises up. What you call it? Elevate, whatever.
Levitate.
Levitate. Something needed to happen.
Lasher pops
to
out
say
out of nowhere and tries to have sex with her.
right, or
Something.
to to say that she's finding out that she's supposed to be the designee or what have you. She's about to be the 13th or whatever, and she gets this necklace, but it was just so bland. There was nothing.
I
So I
I
felt
just
like
didn't
robbed.
understand.
I felt robbed at the end when
Erica, you've been
she
getting robbed since episode 1. You
poorly stated. But I felt robbed at the end when Carlotta just tried to kill her and no more information came out her mouth. But I know they're doing that to extend the episode. But I was like,
this
at
is
least
it.
if she knows who she is, I mean, can she decide if she's going to be wicked or not? And then we can really get down in deep with the shit. Like, can we, really get it popped off then? Even if they're gonna take it in some, because you said it's already different from the book, Jermaine. I feel like if we're gonna take it there, it's like, oh my god, please, like let's start getting the action popped off. Like I'm ready for some drama. I'm
not
ready to
Nothing.
be
even,
like,
but my thing is the
ooh.
whole dining room was basically on fire, and I still felt nothing. Like,
Even the food
just
looked
okay.
bland.
Not
I
the
did also
food.
think it was crazy that she put the necklace on without finding out what happened to everybody else who had that motherfucker on. I ain't think that.
Right. As smart as she is, and she put it on after Carlotta said all that stuff about it.
Maybe she could have been drawn to it, you know?
She is drawn to it, though. By the way,
They
according
could
to
have
the book.
made I think they could have made it more so that she almost like it was a my precious moment. Like my
Yeah,
Yes.
very
like she can't
alluring.
help herself.
And the funeral was
Yeah.
boring too. Nobody had anything nice to say. No
Listen,
music
I was
really
looking
was
for them to
playing.
put
Gotta
the
say
fun
anything?
in funeral.
It was not a
They
New
did not
Orleans
put the fun in
funeral.
funeral.
Um,
And what was up with the roses coming in?
arguably,
So the roses had a whole lot to do with how
I like
Lasher
the
treated
roses
Deidre.
coming in.
It had a whole lot to do with how Lasher dealt with Deidre. I don't know if you remember, like one of those flashbacks. Deidre was at the school, and then all of a sudden they had all these roses. Well, everywhere Deidre went, he would always, have roses for her, and so she
Ah,
always knew that the roses. It was all about her.
he knew that she knew he was courting her that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I liked the roses. I caught that from the previous episode. I thought that was sweet. Even though Carlotta was pissed, I was like, well, Lashley
Carlotta
gonna
was
let you
mad.
know that
Better
like that's
because
still my
Carlotta's
bae.
pissed.
He was like, that's still my bae, that's still my boo, and I'ma still do the same shit I
I'ma
was doing.
ride for her.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stand beside her. Like I like that actually.
He did one more thing in revenge. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
what did he do in revenge in
So,
terms of the death of Deidre?
so the gun for hire, the what is it, the Talamasca? I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Um, so they find the guy who's responsible for Deidre's death, and they realize that he's a gun for hire, basically. So Lasher has
But who
inhabited this man's body, and he's going through this whole like weird stigmata type exorcism type convulsions or whatever, and he's essentially going crazy, or at least that's what it looks like he's doing, and trying to kill himself or whatever. So Lasher basically takes his life for killing Deidre.
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it
And so, of course, Cyprian puts his hand on him and realizes it's Lasher.
Hmm.
That was probably the best part of the whole episode.
I still was
Yeah,
kind of
and
confused after that because I thought that Lasher was the one.
Was the one who killed.
Yeah, the way that they made it seem when he came out of the body, I was like, oh, so it was Lasher possessing the guy to kill Deidre. Then they
I
were,
can
I don't know how they wouldn't make me not come up with that conclusion. That's where I think it gets sloppy because it's like, well, if he left his body, how do I know that he killed Deidre when Lasher wasn't in his body?
Well,
Mhm.
you remember, Cyprian said he's something for hire. I forget the word that he used. But in other words, somebody paid him, and Lasher couldn't pay him.
It had to have been Cortland.
And that's what I think. I think it was Cortland.
Lasher definitely couldn't pay him.
Why is Cortland so evil, but I like him?
Because villains are cool. They're usually the coolest characters in a movie
The
to me.
closest thing we got to is him and Carlotta.
I mean, Cortland is a peacock. Look at me, look at me, look at me.
I love it.
I like how he came and deboed the repass after he found out he wasn't invited. I
It's a
said,
He brought the
party.
party with him.
baby,
He did.
a man after my own heart. Who ain't invited? Girl, bye.
Like this is a celebration. Clap, clap, bravo. What's up? Let's get it going. Let's get it popping.
Cortland say, who ain't invited? Who ain't? Who ain't getting invited for bad news?
Like Carlotta, this ain't even your damn house.
Not no more. Not no more.
First of all, he in the house because he don't want to, not because he can't.
This house
I
wasn't
guess
even in
he
your
said, okay,
hands.
I'm show you. I am the party.
Deidre drove up. And
By
don't
the
know her
way,
left foot from her right foot.
I
in
wonder
this
why he didn't just come get Deidre. Like, what the hell was Cortland? I mean, what the hell was what's her name?
stopping
Gonna
him,
do? Carlotta,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, in the book, she, of course, she had Carlotta had powers, more powers than Cortland, and so that is what was in
The
the book.
deterrent.
Yeah, that was what was stopping them. In the television show, there's like we don't know why.
I
Huh.
don't know why they wouldn't keep that consistent, especially because of how it's like you have this fine line between Carlotta seeming evil and her seeming like a guardian. It's
Yes.
so
I
why
would
wouldn't
much
you keep that
rather her be.
consistent with the powers?
Yeah, I would much rather her to be a powerful guardian.
Right,
Me too.
right.
It would be
As
much more
opposed to the
enjoyable.
sister she's sharing with twin beds.
That shit is weird.
It's creepy as hell. That's what makes it a horror. Them twin
And then
Nobody,
beds.
she's gonna burn up her sister too.
nobody love their sibling that much to want to be in that
That's
room
weird.
with like that.
And the way
I
they
love
dress
my
is
siblings,
weird
but
too.
like they
They be
stuck in the
like
goddamn past.
fondling each other. It don't seem very sisterly. It seems very much like y'all in a relationship.
Don't it?
It's weird.
Especially since neither one of them have husbands or kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Or
Like
a full
it
size
seems weird.
bed. Like shit.
Like in the dead of night, they pushing them together.
In the
There's a story in there somewhere.
What'd you say?
Who me?
It was I think Brittany and Ellie were talking at the same time.
I'm so sorry.
Per usual.
Okay. So I don't know what else to talk about.
Okay,
Literally.
so they had the dinner, right?
Oh yeah.
They had the dinner, and then after the dinner, they had the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, 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 no. The designee.
Oh
That
yes.
part was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to understand more about the designee and how that worked.
It kind of seemed like no one has powers except the designee.
Really?
No, and that's what I was going to mention a couple minutes ago. So Cortland's daughter, I forget her name, but
She's a weird one.
but she has like some he looked at her, he meaning Cortland looked at her and he was like, "Did you see it?" As if to mean that she perhaps has like premonition of some sort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I like that part.
Mhm. So I'm thinking that she has powers. Now they introduced Cortland's granddaughter, Tessa. Tessa, if it's the same character I'm thinking about in the book, Tessa has powers. And Tessa is gonna be a bad bee all by herself.
Is that the young, enthusiastic one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the big whatever.
It was weird.
Yeah, in the book.
Oh.
So in the book, she's supposed to be like 14 years old, but she's experienced.
Oh.
She's been experienced for quite some time too. When she was single digits years
Oh,
old.
wow.
And according to the book, if things hold true, and you know things are not necessarily holding true, she once Rowan can't be found, she ends up having a thing for, I guess now it would be Ciprian.
Oh.
Bitch, everybody wants Cyprian.
I want him to take his shirt off. He looks like
Leave the gloves on, baby.
They called it
Leave the
cool
gloves on.
down Asia.
I don't
Like
want
leave the
you to
boots
know
on.
me
Leave the
like
boots on. Leave the gloves on.
I don't want you to know me like that. That ain't your business. I don't
Not
want you
yet.
to look. Don't pre-experience nothing for me, baby. I'm gonna show you.
You might be done in about 5 seconds if you free experience me.
Flat.
Mhm.
Ah,
All of it. All of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yo, what? What's
so
next? Oh, the
Okay.
well,
designees. The designees. All right. So I can tell you this from the book. I don't know how things are going to change in the TV show. So from the book, what happened was early on, I can't remember which designee it was, but the designee basically said, "Hey, look, from here going forward, um, every descendant, every female descendant of my line will have possession of the necklace, will have possession of our fortune, and our fortune will be split up, not just amongst the people in this house, but amongst all Mayfairs." And
Mm.
so the people who I guess live in that house, it is their job to make certain that all Mayfairs have money.
Oh,
So Cortland, it's Cortland's principal job to bring the money in. And Cortland did such an excellent job between him and Julian. They did such an excellent job that now they are billionaires.
hmm. And don't even know it.
Yeah, most of them don't know it.
So who's like living off of this? Just Cortland? He's not sharing.
Everybody,
Oh,
everybody.
everybody's getting a. So everybody know they straight.
Yep, yep. All they have to do though, that was another thing I forgot. They have to come to those yearly parties. One of them, I don't know if it was Antha or Antha's mother or something like that, but one of them used to like to have parties, and they would come to the house. And if you didn't come to the house, that was how you were cut off.
you
But
get
if
a
you came to the house to those parties, your money would, continue to flow.
Oh,
validate my
dang.
parking. I'm coming. Don't worry about it.
I'm
I'm
coming
getting
to the party.
Every year.
So I wonder if Rowan is gonna take advantage of um like being over the house and everything since she stands to inherit it.
I mean, who
I'm
wouldn't?
wondering
Yeah.
if she's gonna
According
actually.
I mean, even if there wasn't witchcraft involved, you telling me I inherited a New Orleans home that is nice and I got some monies? Let me go see what we talking about.
Mhm.
What the house look like? And I got monies? I can fix it if I don't like it. Let me see what we talking about.
According to the book, that's exactly what she did with now Cyprian's help.
You see what I'm saying? Like, who wouldn't? Even if Cyprian's like, don't go to the house, it's mine. No.
Rowan be moving kind of funny,
It's
so
my.
I don't know.
She ain't
Don't
gotta
go.
live in the houseboat no more.
Well, she brings the boat to New Orleans.
Mm,
Mm.
of
She
course
It's
she
a
will.
whole
did.
lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. I
And
think
nothing,
A whole
coincidentally.
lot missing.
it
And
is a whole
nothing.
lot missing. I think that they have some bones that they could work with on the TV show, but it's just so slow. It's so slow.
So slow.
They
It's
also
slow and
another thing
sloppy.
we can talk about is the two funerals for the Mayfairs. The flashback of how like the original beginning of how the Mayfairs got started. I
Mhm.
need them to make that a little bit longer.
Yeah, because that's confusing to me when they flash back.
In the beginning of the episodes,
Yeah, like I want to understand what's
I
going
think if
on
they
in
gave me
that
like a minute
flashback.
or two more,
It just seems like a better story. Like,
Yeah, dude.
maybe that's part of the reason why they're doing it to keep us like, like
yeah, we gotta have more than these snippets though. Like, come
I
on.
wish they would. I wish we had the lovers of the show on here too, though, because we're obviously not them.
Oh, people who really love the show. I got you.
Yeah,
Man, I've been
the,
watching
the,
YouTube,
Where
and
they
there
at?
aren't too many people who love this.
I was
Aren't
about
too
to
many.
say, where
the
they at? Have
oh,
they been
Felicia and
born?
Corey. Felicia and
Phil-
Corey
Oh,
like the show. Felicia
I
loves
don't
it.
know. I don't think it's gonna be a season 2.
You don't think
You
so?
don't? Well, that would be a waste because then you got this fine man who ain't got no job no more.
Yeah, you don't have to
I
be
I'm
doing
think
gonna,
shit.
I'm gonna be shocked if they do a season 2.
I think they're gonna change the producers and the writers
Mm.
for season 2, and hope that people come back.
So you think that people are listening to us?
Listening to us,
I mean, not like specific people, but like I know that the feedback hasn't been great so far,
right?
So
Right.
do you think they're listening to viewers in
I
general?
I mean, if views are not the same as interview, they've got to know that something is wrong, something is missing.
Ain't no sex and debauchery.
It
Wait,
just
wait, Brittany.
it's just flat. It's really flat. It just is. There's no way around it. And the fact that consistently everybody's like, four has been the best episode so far, but literally I have yet to hear anything exciting from anyone about episode 4. So that says a lot. Like the fact that
There
The
was
we
a
all
fire,
are
fire and somebody got stabbed, and
the
it
fire
still
was
wasn't.
the most,
we're
yeah,
we're
the fire
excited
was the
about
most.
mediocrity.
I was a little bit pissed off that Cyprian got stabbed though.
Of course, the black man would get stabbed in a white people TV show.
And then the other black person head got bashed in. So it was like, come on.
Oh, they're trying to kill all the black people off.
All I know is Cyprian better make it. Or I might have to
He
cut it
gonna
off.
make it. He a big part of it. He gonna make it.
He better
The
be
white
because
woman gonna
clearly
say,
they can write it any way they want.
Hmm. I mean, he only
I
fine
don't think this
only
show
fine
for
man on
us.
the show.
I don't think they made this show for us. I think this show was made
They
for other
really
people.
didn't. It was made for white women. It has
Yeah,
to be.
I really do. Because this is it's so
And I,
vanilla with no sprinkles.
but I've watched a lot of shows that weren't made for us and that have been excited about it. This is not
Girl, I
okay.
could be watching PBS Masterpiece Theater and get more excitement
I
than
hate you right now. I hate you.
this.
Not PBS.
This is awful.
Go away. It's true though.
It's
I
been
thought it was
22
gonna
minutes and we ain't said one good thing about this show.
Yeah, really, and I'm ready to end
Pretty
it.
much.
I
And
am.
they should be saying the same thing, writers of Mayfair. Come on now. Anne Rice is turning in her grave.
And Rice probably looking like I
What
ain't
did
right.
y'all do to my book?
Why?
I ain't right doing that.
I told y'all don't touch my stuff if you ain't gonna do it. Look now.
But look, this is how you know it really wasn't that good. Because if it was really that good, Corey and Felicia would have been here defending it, but they ain't. That's all I'm saying.
Boy, look at it.
I'm just saying.
You know
Just
what?
saying.
I'm gonna have to put it in the group. You better come defend
No
your shit.
call, no show. No call, no show, Fifi and Corey. That's how y'all
They,
feel about Mayfair. Okay.
they better come defend they show.
Y'all, y'all the
What?
only two supporters.
Well, y'all, after that flashback scene, when we get to, I guess, Rowan's story, it starts off with Rowan having sex with Cyprian. And then
Yeah,
Cyprian turns into Lasher.
with the little nocturnal
Erica.
look.
Cause ain't nobody trying to bone Lasher, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
He was smashing
He
her mom.
looked like he feel clammy.
He looked like he's supposed to be smashing her mammy. Not
Don't
her. Not her.
he? Hell,
Yeah.
this her second orgasm with him because the first one was with her mama
Eh.
and him.
Oh, she likes
This
group
nasty.
sex. Is that what we're learning? She likes group sex?
Yup.
That's what we're learning. She likes group sex.
Yup.
Yeah.
Maybe she just
She
liked to watch.
polyamorous.
She liked to watch.
She was mad when she woke up from that dream, though. Dang.
I'd be mad too. You put Lasher in there, and I had me a whole.
Big old chocolate man.
Oh no, I had me a whole situation, and I seen him. She woke up like, what the fuck? Exactly.
Yup.
Said the same shit. I said the same shit when he popped out. I was like, what you want? Where your mind at?
Oh, we get some whatnot,
I was right
and
there with you, girl. I was
we're
trying to
back to square
I was
one.
trying to see you through the mountaintop with you, but you just, your mind
Turned
messed
out to
up.
be a valley.
Your mind messed up. I couldn't keep up. I was like, where's she going with this? Is that really what you want? I
No.
see why she was dreaming about Cyprian. They touched palms.
Huh. Well, tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
They touched palms. I'll be trying to see too.
If that's what your palm feel like out there.
That's what you feel like with no gloves on. Boy, come here.
Get
Let me
some
tell
of
you
this
something
skin
real
to
quick.
skin. Come on.
See how we do it? Come here, let me stick some of you here. Come here. I'm gonna tell you something right quick. That's from that palm. Remember that. That's how I hated the palm touch. I hate to say it. I was like,
It was corny. It was corny.
it didn't give me the intimate feeling that they thought that it was gonna give.
At
Huh?
all.
It
Since
was like
when
it
is
was
getting
so much.
those high fives become intimate? Like, no.
I'm not in high school. I'm a grown ass woman.
I was like, listen, I just want to take my hair out and wash it and go to sleep. What is this right now? This is too much. I'm over it.
Well, y'all, speaking of being over it, I think this episode is over. 'Cause I think we run out of steam. There's not much to talk about here.
We
Run
did talk
out would
about
be
every big thing.
Yeah, we did. We did.
run out would have the implication that we ever had steam. No, it was never there.
I need some big dick energy.
Ooh, which Cyprian was trying to give, but then Lasher showed up.
And then he got stabbed. Now
That
we gotta
did
wait for him to
um,
recover. He ain't having sex when he got stabbed. So
getting
episode
stabbed,
5 gonna
baby,
be boring
was
as
low
hell too.
listen, him getting stabbed was low vibrations. That was little penis energy.
Not low vibration. Go away.
Low, what she say? Low vibrational,
Low vibrational.
small penis energy. You just
Yes.
walked in the room. How you ran into a knife, my guy?
So curiouser and curiouser. Come on, Mayfair.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so very much for joining us. As always, I hope you can decide to like this particular. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna keep watching.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, do everything that you possibly can. We would look, yeah, do that for us, please, please, and hopefully, the people over at Mayfair will understand that some things have got to change. How about that?
They
In
have.
honor of the snooze fest that is Mayfair, I decided to do this episode from the bed.
You showed me. You used
See
to
y'all.
go.
See y'all. Have a good one.